Okay, so today we're going to look at my top crypto picks, and I could be wrong. So let's just get this started off with a little thing. In the markets, nothing's guaranteed, guys, and you've got to accept that coming into it. Don't come in the mindset that you own it and that you're going to take money from them, because the exact opposite will happen. So yeah, let's look at my top crypto picks now. First, Bitcoin. Obviously, we're going to jump to TradingView. Let's go straight to TradingView. Bitcoin. Now, this is just the beast. There's no two ways about it. This is just the coin that you should have. You shouldn't have a bit of it. You should be aware of it. You should have something that links to it. Like Litecoin follows Bitcoin. Yeah? You need something that is directly linked to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is number one, obviously, but retail traders don't really like it because let's say Bitcoin went to 150k, I mean 105k, that's a 150% return on your money. And retail traders don't want to see a 150% return. That's more for the people who are putting like 100 million in. Do you know what I mean? 150% return's good, and the downside risk is the least. So if you're the type of person that doesn't want to risk all your money and doesn't want to risk losing too much, Bitcoin is your best bet. Honestly, that's what it is. It's your best bet. Now, crypto isn't gambling, but the way 90% of people approach it, it is gambling. So just remember that. That's why I say it's your best bet. Because most people watching this video will just be gambling pure. Oh, I hope it goes up. You gotta learn how to read this shit, people. I've linked loads of channels, and this channel can help you as well on how to read it. People need to learn how to read it, because if you ever said, "Oh, I've always wanted to learn a language," well, this is the most important language that you can know, straight up, because it speaks to you. It's saying, "Oh, Ben, get in." That's what it's saying. Now, people when they look at this, it's just, oh, it's a bunch of shit on a screen. What does it mean? But when it talks to you, it talks to you. Now, if is your, if you're the type of person like, don't want to risk too much, but I'll risk I want a more volatile return, essentially. ETH's your best bet. Okay? Now, why? Well, I think if ETH did rise, it would probably go to something like 12, 15k. Something like that. Now that it could go to 10,000. How much is a 10? That's a 400% return from you. 10k. So you're looking at like a 2 times return more than you get from Bitcoin. But guys, if you're looking at a 2 times more return, you're looking at a 2 times more drawdown. Just remember that. And the Ethereum chart is beautiful compared to Bitcoin. Like, look at Bitcoin. Like, you know what I mean? Like a violent move down. Ethereum's like not as violent. It's more fluent. It hung around at higher prices for longer because there was more buying pressure, and they had to really, really manipulate the price to get it down. If you understand that. So I'll put both of them up next to each other. Let's go on this. No. I don't look at this coin. This is just something I've just been going through cryptos. So yeah, this is Bitcoin, and that's Ethereum on the left. See how Ethereum stagnated for longer at the top. Bitcoin on the 26th, I think it's on, yeah, the 20th of December, Bitcoin had a violent drop. But on the 20th of December on Ethereum, you see how it's not violent. There was more buying pressure. Then obviously they had a violent drop just due to pure manipulation. That's all it is. The market makers control it, and if they don't want people to see a return on a long position, they'll shove it down. It don't matter how much money that it costs them. If their contracts are straddled differently to what they want, then it's over. They go the other way. That's how it works. Now my next pick, this is my favourite chart out of all of them, dot. And why? It, I like this. It came down and spiked the low to get the liquidations and get all the pendings, and then went back up. Bitcoin didn't spike the low. Now it could come down and spike the low. Remember, I'm not saying it's not going to come down and spike the low. I'm saying it didn't come down and spike the low yet, but dot did, which tells me that the contracts weren't straddled right, and they had to get more people out of the positions because there's more than likely going to be a more volatile move. Remember, guys, everything here is speculation, and don't buy because someone told you to buy. Now this is also, there's more risk involved in dot. Now let's speculate. We're just speculating here, guys. I'm not saying dot. If dot does go up, it'll probably go higher. But let's say it gets to 110. That's a 500% return. Yeah. And now it's the exact opposite for the downside. Now I would say if dot broke to $8, it's you cut it. Cut that bitch. You probably lose 60% of your position. Now with Bitcoin, if you wanted to cut it, you'd probably lose 10% of your position at this point. No, 20% of your position. ETH, you'd probably lose around 30-40% of your position. Dot and Link, we'll get into Link in a minute, it looks the same as Dot, would be around a 50-60% cut. You see how the lighter the market cap, the more risk there is and the more reward there is. And retail traders like risk, so that's why altcoins are popping off. So let's get into the next one. Link. I'll get it in full screen again. Link, right. It looks the same as Dot, as I said. They came down. Now Link, it's done. Link's a bit of a different one because most coins and shit made a new high previously to the high on the first leg of the bull run, but Link didn't. But also, Link hasn't seen that much volatility. It's gone from 15 to 30. It's only done a 1 times or a 1 times drop. Most things did a 2-3 times rise, 2-3 times drop. So Link, I like it because they haven't done a disgusting volatile move on it. Meaning there's a disgusting volatile move incoming. And the same shit with Dot. They pushed it down and just went straight back up. See, when they keep doing this, when they push it down, keep bringing it back up, push it down, keep bringing it up. This is bottom behaviour. That's what I like to call it. Look, shove it down, push it back up, shove it down, push it back up, shove it down, push it back up, shove it down, up. They're trying to get people scared, committing them to the short side. Oh, I'll buy back here. Oh, I'm just going to sell it again. It's going to go down. That's the psychology behind this stair step. Oh, I'll sell it. Oh my god, I'm going to buy it again. Oh, I'm going to sell it again. I'm going to buy it, sell it. I don't know what to do. Literally that mentality. And it's the same with... Now, I'd say linking as volatile as Dot, so I'm going to move it there. Now I'm going to get into the next more volatile pair, which is ERN. This is a coin I've been paying attention to. It's playing a pattern out that is an accumulation pattern, and I love this pattern. I like to see it. I've seen it work on a different coin before, and it's playing it out the exact same as that. So let's get into it. Put that there and that there. Look at that, trying to push people to get mortgages. The housing market is going to crash just like all the other markets when it has a blow off top. Now, right, that's a different conversation. In fact, I want to make another video on that, just talking about the markets as a whole. Right. This is a coin called AXS. AXS. It had a big pump. I don't like using that word. That's a retail trader language. I don't like it whatsoever. But that's what it is. It pretty much mooned, which makes me sick saying. But yeah, anyway, so let's look. I'm paying attention to this pattern that they both played out, and I'm going to try to compare it and show you guys what I mean. So if you look at this pattern, now I ignore that wick, quite frankly. So yeah, let's get into it. So what did I'm just gonna draw it out so people can get a visual, because I know people aren't seeing what I'm seeing. In fact, just try visualize it. Try look at that and then try look at that. Just please try visualize it. Just stare at it for a minute. Just try. Oh, that went up there. That went down there. That went up there. That went down there. Just try do that for me, please. Like you 30 seconds to just look at it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of all this shit on it, because this means nothing to no one except from me. If you don't know what that shit is, that means nothing to you. Let's remove that. Let's remove that. Just look at these candlesticks. In fact, let's go to the line chart. Fuck the candlesticks. Line it. Line it. That should be easier to potentially read. Okay? See it? Right, so I'm going to get into it. So, add a drop, rise, drop, rise, drop, rise, drop, rise. Yeah? Drop, rise, drop, rise, drop, rise, drop, rise, drop, drop, rise, drop, W formation, W formation, stop punt high, stop punt high, drop, drop, W formation, W formation. See it? I hope everyone sees that shit. Now, I'm not saying it's going to do what this did, but what I'm saying is it looks similar. And when I see a similar pattern happen in the markets, I say, right, what has done that before? And I go looking. I go looking like a hawk. Because that's what it is. That just the same shit happens over and over again. The psychology of this move, it's very psychological. So let's look at the psychology of it, right? You buy there, yeah? You buy there, you see a big fat fucking loss. Look at that. Now it almost does the same volatile move. It comes down to 4.5 on here, and it comes down to 3 on here. And before previously this was 10. Before previously this was 17. Same sort of price action, same sort of volatile move. You get me? Right. Let's get into it again. You sell here, you buy here, you sell here, you buy here. You sell here, you're finally done. Look, 1, 2, 3. 3 times I've induced you to go along. Yeah? Okay? Understand that? They show you a big W formation, you go along again, you get scratched out. Yeah? It finally rises. can't believe it. It happens too quick for you to be able to do anything about it. Then when it rises, I had an entry at 5. It's at 25 now. Nah, I can't buy on that. It'll drop. It'll drop. It'll drop. It'll drop. It'll drop. It's not going to drop. It's going to keep going up. It finally drops. And that's what they want you to do. So yeah, that's my... No, as I said, you need to manage your risk in these markets. I'm not telling you to go all in on a coin like this, because that would be foolish. I've done shit like that in the past, guys, and it is foolish. It's a fool's game if you're all in on one coin. It's a fool's game. As long as if that crypto doesn't advance in the market when everything else advances. Huh? You left there crying like a baby, wondering why you did it. Not literally, but you feel my point. Get my point. Now look, the same shit's happening here. Yeah, that happened there. That happened there. Why? I'll tell you why. Fucking hell, can anyone hear that dog? Oh, rise level 1. Rise level 2. As soon as you finish the rise level 1, they want to they want to go up again. As soon as you finish the rise level 2, you want to go up again. Okay? You understand that? I'll have one more. The people who couldn't handle it will get in and they'll get wiped out. And I spoke about this in my other video, but that's too long for normal people to watch, so I'm going to go over it again in this. We're going to look at Bitcoin while I'm talking about this. So, humans don't do stuff unless they see a cause to do something, yeah? Right. All over the news now, yeah? And all over radio stations and shit. I've heard it, I've seen it, I've done my research into it, yeah? It's telling you to buy gold and buy stocks. Now, why is it not telling you to buy crypto? Because crypto is an unregulated market and they cannot say legally buy this. They can say buy stocks and shares because there's a law saying you can tell people to do that. You have to give them the it's a risky investment, blah 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 blah. You have to, you know what I mean, all that shite. But they can't do it with crypto because it's unregulated. So the banks and shit can't tell you what to do in it. Don't get me wrong, it'll be all over the news, but they can't tell you to buy it like they can do with gold and silver and all metals and stocks. So right, I'm off topic. Metals and stocks. Everyone's getting told to buy them on the radio, yeah? No one wants to buy them, yeah? Why would they buy them? They've just been stagnating for fucking God knows how many years. Yeah? Now I'll bring a metaphor into this, yeah? You go on a bike ride, before you go out you check your bike, there's nothing wrong with it, yeah? Why would you check it again? There's nothing wrong with it. You go on another bike ride, there's nothing wrong with it. You don't check it. You wait till it's broken to fix it. You have to see a cause to take an action. Yeah? This is just how humans are programmed. You can't fight it. It's like trying to fight death. You just can't fight it. You gotta accept it. So you've got this thing in your mind saying, I can't take an action without seeing a cause. People are getting told to buy stocks and gold and metal, yeah? They don't see a cause to do it. There isn't an action to take. There's no cause. It hasn't shown a massive percent gain, yeah? It hasn't gone up. The gold hasn't gone up to a stupid price. It hasn't done why they're telling me to buy it when nothing's happened. Then, boom. Everything goes up. The same shit's advertised, yeah? Your bike is now broken. You now have to fix it. You see everything rise. You now have to buy it. There's now a cause to take the action. There isn't now, but there will be later. And the humans that do this, because it's in the nature to do it. Think about it all your life. When have you ever took action for something when there hasn't been a cause? It's the same shit. Why would you buy stocks and metals when they haven't gone flying up and they haven't showed you a good return? Then when they do, the same thing will be advertised. Yeah, buy this, buy that. You see a cause, you take the action, and this is where the market makers prey upon stupid people like that who aren't aware. 98% of people aren't aware of this. Even all the smart traders, even some of the biggest traders, they aren't aware of this. So you need to open your mind to to be aware of it. You need to say, oh, okay, I could be wrong. Oh, this, that, and other. Oh, yeah. You get me? You're getting it. Humans don't take an action without a cause, and they're going to show you a cause. They'll show you a small profit, and they'll dip. And they are gagging for people to do this because that's how they get their short orders filled at the top by everybody else going long, everyone else buying. They get their sell orders. Yeah, and the reason why this happens is because it's at the top. It's done a stupid volatile move. Everything. Oh, what's going to happen next? Yeah. Now FOMO. This is more. This is more female psychology, but it goes into males as well. FOMO. Girls get more FOMO than men. So you'll see, men tend to be more logical and shit, but a lot of men now are being brought up psychologically as a woman. It's just what society's done. It's emasculated men, and they're bringing men up as women. Yeah, most people fall for FOMO. That's why more successful traders are men, because girls. And I don't know if you're a girl, you're not going to be happy hearing this, but you have more FOMO than a man ingrained in your DNA. Like, imagine one of them DNA strands in yours is more FOMO than a man. That's why there's more successful traders, men than women. The FOMO and the cause to an action is going to be immense at the top. And they're gagging for everyone to do this. They have special psychologists telling them what to do to make them do this and get the orders that they need to move the market. And then they take all your money away from you. So I'm going to end it there. I hope you learned a bit about yourself, because that's what's going to happen. That's what might happen. They're going to make you FOMO, and they're going to prey upon the human nature of taking an action when there's a cause. Right now there's no cause. Why take an action? Yeah. When Bitcoin's at 100k, there will be a cause, and then there will be an action from 90% of people in this world who are interested in the markets. The amount of new people getting in the markets at the top is going to be disgusting, and then they're never going to do it ever again because they've been betrayed against it. And that's another thing about human psychology. People are scared to do things when they've been betrayed by it once. Like, imagine a kid goes up to a dog, that dog bites him, and he now has a fear of dogs. He doesn't want to go near dogs again. No one wants to come to the markets again. And they'll prey on your FOMO and the cause to an action. And they'll just take your money, run and laugh. Because that's what it is, they'll laugh. They'll be itching their lips in their offices saying, how can I get more people to FOMO here? How can I get more people to take a cause to an action? How many more people can I bring out the human emotions? Right, I'm just going to spike the price. Yeah? And it works, guys, it works. It's been working since fucking God knows when. Since the markets were around, since we're trading rice back in 1600s, it just works. That's just how it is. Because humans don't change, and once you're aware of that, you can sort of respect it and bring a new mindset towards it. And that's just what it is. So I'm going to stop rambling, but yeah, they're my points, and they're my top picks for now. We'll just see what happens with them, innit? See what happens. Have a nice day, and that's my ramble and my top pick.